So you may have heard of peri-workout nutrition, you may have not. You may be asking yourself, what does that mean? Now this simply refers to putting a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of your daily allowance, around the workout parameter. And by that I mean pre-workout, intra-workout, but perhaps the most or the majority will come post-workout. Now, if you're wondering why, this is simply because our body is in a superb state to absorb nutrients post-workout. And the studies have shown that a large bolus of carbohydrates post-workout will offset muscle protein breakdown. Now, we're in this seesaw all day of muscle protein breakdown, muscle protein building, we'll call it. And if we're on that seesaw, we want the seesaw of the building side to win. So if you have a think about it, post-workout, we put in a large bolus of carbohydrates, which offsets this seesaw, and we get muscle protein breakdown effectively winning, but only if we dose that carbohydrate with protein itself. So the whole day we're in this seesaw and we want that to win. So it makes sense to put a large bolus of carbohydrates post-workout if the ultimate goal is to maximize muscle gain. But we also know that post-workout, because our body is in this superb state, we will drive nutrients into muscle tissue opposed to fat tissue. So thus we have a superb strategy for, on the one side, maximizing muscle gain, but on the flip side, minimizing fat gain. So it makes sense if the strategy over time, a prolonged bulking period, is to gain muscle mass and minimize fat gain, to use peri-workout nutrition. And then as a side note, I actually get less DOMS or muscle soreness using peri-workout nutrition itself. And this is something that I've used for years personally and implemented with clients. We have, 5'1" bikini girls on 175 to 200 grams of carbs post-workout, and that's in one sitting. And then on the flip side of that, we have guys that are maybe on 250, 300, in excess of that, carbohydrates post-workout in one sitting. Now that may sound amazing, but actually getting that food in one sitting over and over again can become quite tiresome. So do you have to use peri-workout nutrition to grow? Absolutely not. Just train hard, stay in a calorie surplus. If the goal is to maximize muscle gain, would it make sense to use peri-workout nutrition? Absolutely. If you want to find out more about what peri-workout nutrition is and how perhaps you can implement it in your training, just drop me a DM. If not, have a Merry